or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Call an audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give coming right is Breida. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready up. Mike, ball try. 57. Mike, 57.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Let's go now. Take the Pittsburgh.
On the run, it's Barkley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Mike 16. Mike 16. Hey, tight. Hey.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Watch the run. Go. 16, Mike 16. You run. Hey, check.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Check Mike. All day, dog. Mike 16. Mike 16. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to spin up.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game He was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 20. Go. Out, run. Check 50, check 50. Hey, check, look.
Now it's Freedom. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlucky. Source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
39-yard line.
Ready. Touch game. It's our field. It's our field.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
No game on this defense, no game. Hey, check back 16, check back 16. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Number 16's coming, check back.
4th down, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Get the ball. Kill.
Here's Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Matt Breida with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, 49ers 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Let's get up.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. T.Y. Hilton, 77 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Spawn. No. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Check 52. Check 4. Check.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Back. You go tight. You got tight right there. 25.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
A gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
Check 3.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Check 26, check 26. Check, crunch. Action. Over. Switch. He's coming. We got double up.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Check three. Up. Check the backer. Jim.
First down, Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
You better bring it. Check. Joker. Under 10. Watch the safety creep.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll go to Barkley again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And Lambo will put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Get in the weight room. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Run it. Half. 44. Hey, keep it going.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Check, 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 check. Check, check. Hey, 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 hey.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Check safety, check safety. Showing up, showing up. Big ass, big ass.
They run with Breida. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, here we go. Henry, come on. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go, go. Check, check 43. 80 weapon. Tight dog, tight dog.
They run again with Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Matt Breida, 42 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Throwing on second down. Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Jackson, it's Hill, complete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And Eifert has it. And they work this near the 5. Will be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
57, Mike, 57.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. I'm on.
Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jakeem Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Lambo on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Breida. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles. 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Check. Shoot.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's got room. He's got daylight. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, 49ers 17. Albert Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to get the